Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some cool emotes. We do have open slots available for the Friday Evening Epic campaign, and we need one more player to fire off a Friday Early campaign. Just one more person, and then we get to start a whole new game, new concept, anything anybody is looking and desire. I am so excited for this. So if you're interested in that, be sure to reach out to me or go through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. Oh, righty then. Jethro. What happened last week?
Last week on bad. No, that was gonna come out weird.
Daddy's issues.
Yeah, daddy's issues. Nothing to do with touch or whatever. Um,
No.
we the party said some heartfelt farewells and also spent downtime with Lily and um, Natalie before they departed on their own respective journeys. Lily to go industrialize or do some crazy stuff, and Natalie to reconnect with her father. During that downtime, um, Bernie, Tulsha, and Miriam kind of spent the time gathering information and research on some of previous discoveries they made and still need to make, as well as getting with the church about some crazy stuff to do with the items we found. The Can't remember the name off the top of my head now.
Singularities.
Singularities. Thank you. After which, the party then traveled down to Phelan? No, not Phelan. Pride's Call, where they went to go. I don't want to say confront, but kind of confront their father about some of the information they found and about their identity as keepers or guardians. Um, while in town, they also learned that there was two people looking for them, or at least Bernie in particular. Um, a well-kept guardsman of looking fellow named Jethro, and his companion, a wily half elf named Yenny. Um, Making introductions. They they temporarily split so that Jethro and Yanni could go interrogate a guy that was captured to get information, and the rest went to go see their shared father and get answers, in which they did so and learned that their father was more or less letting his own trauma sort of manifest itself, similar to one that had applied to him via a Trent Ickyton or Ickathon. And I believe that's where we left off after I think it was Bernie or maybe Miriam dropped like that whole shell's like, hey, I know someone else who did that, Trent, kind of thing.
So, yeah. So, you all walk out to have a conversation amongst yourselves. Out of the room or out of the building, your call.
Let's go outside for a little bit. I think I need some fresh air anyway.
Yeah.
Right, well, I guess there's not actually that much to say about it. I mean, I suppose there is, but there's nothing really we can do about it. What's done is done, and at least he's being honest with us now. Of course, I wish he'd been from the start, but here we are.
Yeah, but as much as I hate the fact he was talking down to all of you, he did look much happier
course he
Because,
did. His little gambit worked.
well, yeah, I mean, imagine if your experiment to see if you can reteach the undead turned out to be nothing but a massive failure for your whole life. You'd be pretty down too, right?
Yeah, I suppose, but at the same time, his happiness doesn't really come into account here.
But
yeah.
we now know, and I can send a message to Lady Teresa of definitive of who is who.
Right. Yeah, we should probably do that.
So here's the real question then. There's 2 more out there.
Yep. And yeah, I haven't actually spoken with you about this yet, but I did reach out to Kurt, and we've decided to meet up in what was the place again? Oslo? No.
Off?
Not off. That's the
Look, as
Oslo.
someone who stares at maps most of the time, yeah, I'm familiar with a lot of names of places.
Right. Yeah, so we've decided to meet up there in about an hour, not an hour, well, a week from now. So, I think we should focus on that first and foremost. I did meet with, Glendel? He's seems to be perfectly happy to just having gone somewhere there aren't really a lot of people, and seems to me like he's content with staying out there in Palmaflora. Actually, he and a few other ne'er-do-wells have begun to set up some kind of refuge there, I'd say.
Do we tell him? By the sounds of it, he's happy, and
I did tell him, and he told me that, well, the same that our father just told us, that he wasn't
anything
successful.
special.
Yeah. So,
do we want to change that? I don't. He's had a hard enough time, especially from the fact he was the only one of us raised by our father.
Right. No, and I think we're better off actually just leaving him be, and until we might hear some kind of bad news coming out of Palmaflora or something, then that's fair enough. He's done at least some reparations for the things he's done in the past. Yeah.
So if we do go after our 2 other siblings, which, if they're both doing fine right now, and
hold on a moment. Are we outside the house, or are we just on the first floor, away from him?
He asked outside.
Okay, outside, yeah.
Maybe we should go back inside, just in case.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Head just back into the first floor.
Sorry, it's just...
No,
it's important people after us now.
Yeah,
right.
Haven't really gotten used to taking that into account.
Yeah.
But good call.
So back inside the bunker on the first floor. If I had to choose one of the 2 to check in on, I'd have to say the one in Rexentrum. Just because of what we know of Kother. That sounds like the one that's the most important to know what's happening, but I don't know anything about the Forgotten King. And I think we should check in with Lady Teresa about that.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I
yeah, go ahead.
I personally would want to check on the one apparently in that lake to the west, but if the one in Rexingtrum has been there as long, if he showed any form of magical capabilities, Trent has him.
That's what I'm afraid of as well. I think that person will more likely be under some kind of surveillance. And we still need to also exactly figure out what's happened with Kurt. He's also, well, he's our brother. He's my twin. I owe him that much, and we know that he's been in some kind of business to some extent with Wallstruckers. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but we need to figure it out. And if he's been compromised in any way, then at least we can help him get away from them and maybe take him into some kind of custody for safety.
Yeah. I agree with that. So then I guess the call is, well, you've said you're meeting Kurt in a week.
Right, he knows.
How long would it be
Closest-
to travel from
Phelan would be the closest place I could take us.
from Phelan or Nicodranus to Oath? Joey. You muted?
No, I'm looking.
Oh. It looked like you were talking.
Did quiet talking.
No, I was pa 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 pa. Less than 2 days if you take your ship, but you would be going very close to the Sirius Mountains when you're doing that.
And our ship was last spotted in the Sirius Mountains by the Empire. So
After
how long
blowing up an outpost?
Yeah, how long on foot?
From Phelan, there's the path to get around the Pluming Grove, and then 6 days, 6 or 7 days, yeah.
So if we want to get to Oath, we'll need to go to Phelan and then leave today or tomorrow. It's 6 or 7 days on foot.
Right.
I don't want us to use the ship that close to the mountains, considering the last thing that happened there.
Right, and I also think they are on watch for the ship now, more alert than they've been before. But when we're going to meet with Kirk, though, I want us to be under the assumption that it is a trap of some kind.
Oh, of course.
And I also sort of intended to be a trap on our part. I did let him know in one of the sendings that we would be bringing a singularity. That is purely meant as bait. If he was indeed compromised in any way, then yeah.
Well, it's ironic that if the one I have does get stolen and they set it anywhere to study for a long time, they end up screwing themselves.
Right.
But I'm still trying to figure out how it would be worked. Such as, is it possible to manually activate it?
Well,
other than just leaving it in a location for a long time.
I'm not sure. Well, initially my plan was to just say that I would be bringing a singularity there, or not that I would be bringing it, but that I had one, basically. And it would be inferred. But I was planning on handing the singularities over to Marison or some other higher ups to be safeguarded while we deal with Kurt and whoever else might show up there. I do expect some Volstruckers, or at least one of some kind. We don't know how that organization is doing, but
Either. But we really should just be careful who we're giving the singularities to.
yeah. But
Either way, do you think the plan should be we're to recall back to Nicodranus, check in with Lady Teresa, teleport to Phelan, rest at our house there, and then move on?
all right.
Because
Then,
I still have the door key for it, so that's an item that you can teleport with, right, Miriam?
Yes, but we can just teleport to Phelan. I taught you and Teresa the burn paper technique.
Right. Do we know that method can be intercepted in any way?
All we know is the way the Volstruckers developed specifically to communicate with themselves.
right.
Because my thought is, what if... There's been no issues with it so far. I'm going to say that outright, and this is just now paranoia on my part. But what if every time that spell is used, it sends a copy to Trent?
If every time that spell is used, it sends a copy to Trent, we'd be dead 3 ways to Sunday.
Possibly. I don't know, that's just paranoia speaking, but...
Actually, that's a question. Joey, since I've been trained in how spells are made, would that make sense to tie into this modification of a spell?
Arcana check, please. And how many evocation spells do you have
Evocation.
that are second level or higher?
Yeah, give me a second. I have to check which, because I have to open them to see which ones they are.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
So you were able to teach the spell to Tulsa?
He was.
You could maybe teach it to me as well then. I thought it was one
It
of those...
requires the ability to cast a spell as a ritual.
Right, well... Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't cast ritual spells, but I don't know exactly what it is you guys do too. Right. I thought it was different because it was one of those arcane spells, right? So
Some magic can be weird like that they cross over between arcane and religion.
that's interesting. I thought
They're few and far between.
Right. Well, I've never had any sort of deep insight into exactly how magic works, so that's...
Is it more than 4?
I just got to 4.
Okay, then go ahead and roll your Arcana check. You have pretty damn good knowledge of evocation, which is...
Sorry, I had to open every single
you're
one.
Good, you're good. I just realized the question I asked a wizard.
I'm going to use my session advantage on this, because this is actually very important for many games.
Mm-hmm.
Like guidance as well, if I could do that. Seeing as Miriam's just like deep in thought.
25. Do I get the guidance?
Yes, you do.
Okay. 28.
Okay. What this spell practically does is utilizes the flames in order to intensify this piece of paper that has a very specific marking on it in order to move it over to another intended individual that you conceptualize when you send it. Now, that should be a 1-to-1. However, it is not out of the question that an individual who crafted this spell could find a way to find these notes that are sent out and have it either delivered to a specified location as well as the intended target, or to at least have the information passed by a specific individual. There's one caveat to all of this, and that would be the paper would have to be infused with specific magics in order to have it sent to two locations. Meaning it's not out of the question that the Empire issued paper would be infused with that, while other paper throughout the realm may not be.
Okay.
So if you
How
used
much-
Empire paper and ink.
Really good thing I've been using my spell book paper.
Yeah, ever since the last time you were in Rexentrum.
No.
You
I've been using my original spell book from the
You-
Lyceum.
You were until you purchased some paper and ink in Rexentrim. Your first
I
time
use that for
visiting there.
spells only. I've
You
been
did?
I've had 100 blank
Okay.
pages of.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's
the
good.
spell book specifies when you get it is 100 pages of blank paper, and each page in there is worth 10 gold for
Mhm.
spell reasons.
So you've
So
been
the one I
using
got at the
your
Lyceum is the one I've been specifically taking pages out of.
All right.
Sorry, I know where you're going with this, and I already thought of it beforehand.
I was just trying to make us extra paranoid, just in case you know.
I know he is. And
Would I do that?
Yeah.
You've been playing, Joe. You've been playing 2D chess, while Miriam's been playing 3D chess.
Right, yeah. Well, in any case, then,
You
so
have that look
Well,
in your eye. Miriam.
no. Bernie was saying something. Don't interrupt him. Go
We're-
ahead.
teleporting to Nicodranus first, then going to Phelan and up to Oath. And after that, I would suggest maybe we travel up to the Fester Whirlpool and see if we can track down this other sibling of ours.
Yeah, there. She told Prince the bridge of her nose. Our father had relations with a nymph for them. How? Let's go and
does
go
that
well.
fall under Arcana, or does that go under biology?
Oh, that's still medicine. Yeah.
Because if I'm pretty sure nymphs are fae.
Do you speak Sylvan?
No, he's just straight up like guessing.
Okay.
Because
I
it sounds.
speak Elvish and studied and went to school at the Sylvan one.
Ah, yeah. They're Fae.
Yes, nymphs are fey creatures.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. I don't speak it, but Zephyria does, so she can translate for me.
That makes perfect sense, and I hate it. Right then, shall we go get Yanni and Jethro and head to Nicodranus then?
Right. By the way, has any of you seen Patry? I mean, I sort of forgot.
Oh God, we left her at Nicodranus.
Yeah,
I think we did actually.
I was kind of counting on some of you guys being more inclined to talk to her.
Look, a lot has happened very fast.
Right, it has.
She's been alone in Nicodranus for a month. I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's not just a new ring around Nicodranus.
Actually, on that note, there's something I've been wanting to. I didn't really have the time to tell you guys in the while we were in the Shadowfell, and we have other things to focus on as well. But while we were resting there, I did notice that when she slept, Patry had some bad dreams, as it were, and they seemed to be of the. Well, I'm no dream expert, but seemed to me like something that she's had before, those dreams. So I think she has some sort of underlying Well, trauma, I guess. That would be prudent to watch out a bit for. There was some. Well, I read her mind while she dreamt.
That is such an invasion of privacy.
I know, but I
I'm the
was. I
paladin.
mean, we had just met her. She came out of the Shadowfell. I didn't know if I could trust her, and I wanted to know if she was possessed by some sort of Shadowfell demon or something. Thankfully, she wasn't. But yeah, I've actually been meaning to talk to her about it too, but well, you know.
Right, we need to go back to Nicodramas for that.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll do a sending to Lady Teresa to see if she can meet us, as we found out who is who, ritual-wise, and maybe she can give us some insights as supposed abilities one we might have. And who's the bigger we should go for between our sibling in the Festa Wheel Pool or Rexentrum.
Well, I think I'll be heading back to Pride's Call for now. We could, we can discuss the logistics more tomorrow. But we should probably bring our new friends as well.
We only have 6-7 days. We want to get there on foot. We'd have to leave. It's cutting it close.
Yeah, it is. But...
If we get horses, I suppose we can do it in 6 days.
Right.
Because we don't have the carts anymore.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, yeah.
Before we go, I'm just gonna head downstairs for a second and just see how dear old dad is processing. Because we kind of just left him after he just entered an existential crisis.
Alrighty. Well, you head downstairs and you see that he is currently seated in his chair, slumped over, fingers crossed in front of his mouth, and just staring at the wall. A similar look that you have when you're in deep contemplation. You've noticed this because Lily teases you about it sometimes.
That's where I get that from.
Meanwhile, I'll just whistle for my Pegasus and start flying back to Pride's Call.
Nay. So are you going to do anything, Miriam?
I'm not gonna say a word, but I am gonna like walk up behind him and just like put a hand on his shoulder. In the kind of like, I get it, but still.
Yeah. He just keeps staring at the wall. Anyways, over to the duo. Jethro, Yanni. The two of you are moving your way over towards Kent's little soldier outpost thingy that they have. The officer's office. As the two of you are strolling over there, is there any conversation you're going to be having along the way?
Oh, we threw it in chat.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
All right,
we've been having it.
I'm not reading that.
But
Okay.
the audience had a chance to read it, though.
There you go. So, you open up the door. Kent looks over at the two of you. Hello. What can I help you with today?
We're here to do the interrogation.
What
We'd like to-
interrogation?
The scouts.
What?
You would have been told by our nice friend the guardsman that this is incognitus.
We,
We were not told this.
I think. Wait, we're. Oh
No.
shit! It's been a
No.
week.
Yeah,
It's been a
no, they
week.
didn't mention anything to you guys, and you guys didn't mention
She's
anything.
gonna say
to
it slower. The Imperial Scouts.
I'm sorry. Quick, Yanni. I know we mentioned talking thing. We were sent by Sir Burin to assist with this. Is this the wrong place?
Persuasion roll.
Oh shit! I need to open my character sheet because I forgot to do that, and there it is.
You don't have it open?
I forgot to. Persuasion. There it is. I don't know why that was 2 of them. Oh, it did because I have it set to that.
26. It's fine if you roll advantage. I know which one you have. He looks at the two of you. You two work for Burn?
Yes.
Oh. All right.
He had business to see with his, I believe, his father. That's what he said. And then he was going to meet us down here, but he wanted us to get a head start on getting some information.
Right. Okay. And he brings you over towards a trapdoor that was underneath a very large circular table that people usually play cards at whenever you come by here. Once you go down the trapdoor, you see that there's about 6 cells down here. And yeah.
On the way there too, Jethro will. Jethro was a guardsman. He knows interrogations. He'll ask, so what have you already subjected him to in terms of getting information out? Have you done the good guard, bad guard, or the silent treatment, and he just starts naming a bunch of different methods.
We tried the silent treatment. We tried giving him Stockholm's syndrome. That didn't work very well. We're not allowed to torture, obviously. I mean, we totally could. No, we can't. Yeah, we haven't tried starvation, but I don't think that's very good either.
Well, it's torture is well, once you start, it can just turn into them saying anything for it to stop.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
that's-
if you're a professional and you know how to torture them without killing them, maybe you totally could do it. Yeah, obviously you can't do that. Don't do that.
that's Joey, can I go ahead and try to, if we're in earshot of the guy so that he's hearing the guard and stuff, can I attempt an intimidation or bluff or whatever for the like him Jethro doing the same thing the guard's doing, but you know,
A deception?
oh fuck yeah, I guess a deception.
Oh, I should have given him my medical bag.
Yeah.
So most certainly, from what I hear too, their companion is a well-informed doctor, so they can fix them up when we're done with them. Should they be uncooperative?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. By the way, because of my, which is it, the stone rune or is it the cloud rune? It's from one of my runes, I do get advantage on this on deception. I think it was the cloud. Oh, thank God for advantage. Yeah, this one.
Alrighty.
Well then, shall we go in there and proceed, my companion? Looks to Yanni.
Yes. We'd like the room. Are there any other people in these cells other than these scouts?
Just the 2 scouts.
Oh, it's 2.
Just 2. Perfect. Yeah, we'd like the room, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. He'll head upstairs. Or up the ladder. There's no stairs. It's a ladder.
I am really hoping for a performance check on this. She's gonna immediately, right when the latch closes and he gets up there, she's gonna say in Zemnian, "Thank God he left loud enough for those scouts to hear. Thank the gods he's gone." Okay, let's hurry with this. She's gonna say in Zemnian, "I need a situation report. Sit rep now. Come on." She's looking at the two scouts.
It's still a deception check, not a performance.
Wait a second. Okay, then if I'm doing deception, let's do this right. I was sent by Tarek Ashbringer of the Ogden Trust. I'm told to get your sit rep immediately. Did you find out how many troops, movements, anything like that?
Roll.
Could Jethro's previous stuff have been to assist this then, or no?
Your previous stuff was to make them think that you were capable of torturing.
Okay, that's fair.
And do you speak fluent Zemnian?
I do.
You do. Oh.
Yikes. Yanni's not good at deception.
Oh, don't worry. You can re. Oh, wait a second.
No.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Hey guys, for the first time in this campaign in a long time, Wyatt rolled below average.
And meant to keep it, or didn't mean to keep it.
Gotta keep it. Unless you have a viewer inspiration, you gotta keep it.
I don't have one. Character.
Can I give him one?
No.
He has one as Clover.
I'm not gonna use it. Like Clover.
Well, no, it was given to the player, not the character. It's always given to the player. In the intended game.
Fuck it. I mean, yeah, we need this information. Yeah, let's re-roll it.
Who are you thinking?
I think it was Ruka before she joined the game.
Let's go, Ruka! Thank you, Ruka.
For being such a great teammate.
Yeah.
I think Rafe, she hopped in right as you said, "Thank you, Ruka."
Yeah, welcome. Just.
Okie dokie. Let's try that again. I don't know if I'm getting assisted. Probably get a 1. A 14. So much better.
That is so much better. Now to roll the insight check. Oh,
14, no. We love it. Contested. Let's go again.
No, they have a plus modifier. They're a scout. Wisdom's the only thing that matters other than dex.
Yanni's literally a scout.
They remain silent.
Okay, fine. Just to say, I mean, came all the way here for this crap. Okay, your turn.
As in, my turn to do what I do?
Yep. She's gonna turn away from the cell.
I see. And we can go into the cell, right, Joey? Or is it like there?
Well, there's a lock. You didn't get the key. You could ask for the key if you want.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like they're tied up in an.
No, they're left inside of the cell. They're just in the cell. Like.
All right.
They're not. He's well trained, but he's not a professional soldier, you know, with...
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
This isn't... Yeah.
Do I notice that? Yeah, she probably would have a 29 perception that it's locked.
It is locked, yeah.
Let me get that for you real quick. She's going to unlock it.
Oh, by the way, do you guys need the key?
Yes,
no, we're fine.
I would...
Oh.
I'll... He'll send under the ladder. I'll catch it here.
All right. And he tosses down the key to you. The single key. All right, go ahead and roll your Thieves' Tools check. Least organized interrogation ever.
God.
God
Wow.
There we go. Where was that?
Where was that last roll? Wow, he really...
Dirty 30. He tosses down the key, and as you catch it, the cell is already open. As soon as you open it, the man takes off running and tries to escape. I need athletics. No.
Okay.
I need athletics checks from the two of you to catch her in.
I was gonna say he can only go upwards towards the ladder where Jeff is at.
Exactly. So athletics checks, both of you. Let's see who stops him first.
I was gonna say if it's me, Jethro's literally just clotheslining his ass.
Well, first it's Yanni, and then it's you.
That's fair.
19. All right, let me roll for him. Oh, God. So, Yanni, as soon as you open the cell, you see he springs into his step and starts running towards you, and you slam the cell in his face, knocking him down back onto his ass before opening the cell back up. Ah, shice!
I'm
Ah!
just gonna
Can-
say it's Zemnian. Sit rep now.
And I actually can I don't want to waste that 22. As he's probably trying to get back up, Jethro's gonna kick him back down with that
Yep.
22.
Just hold him onto the ground. Shite!
Right. Well, we can certainly do this the easy way or the hard way. And this is in Zemnian, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you here scouting this place? Because I should give you a heads up. I, unlike the other ones here, have done this for years. So do not try to play me here.
What do you mean you've done this for years? You're not a Zemnian soldier.
Jethro's gonna tighten, like not tighten the grip, but like press his foot down farther onto this chest to like apply pressure, make it harder to breathe. And then, would you kindly answer the question?
Roll intimidation.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
25. After your previous deception of, yeah, we're totally down for torture, he's a bit more concerned now, originally thinking that the two of you were a mockery of some kind. Now coming to the realization that you two are a bit more militant than what he has discovered here. He looks at the two, the open cell. We were sent out here for a scouting report. We haven't been able to keep consistent contact with Pride's Call, so we wanted to make sure that they were not forming a rebellion like clearly they are.
I see. And this, I have a question. What you already can tell, I'm not quite as of the same nationality. What would you do to this place should they be in rebellion?
The consequences for insurrection is death.
I see. And how many brain cells do you think it would take for you to forget this sort of fact?
I would sooner die than betray the Empire.
Okay. Jethro's going to shit, where's the thing? I think I can do this still. I'm trying to find there it is. See, create the pact. Okay. Yeah. From his empty hand, there's going to be like a gust of wind, and materializing is going to be a halberd. And then he's going to press the butt of it down onto the guy's hand hard. And just kind of say, that can certainly be arranged. But for now, why don't we just keep it civil and you give us what you've learned? And who sent you exactly?
I am of the 3rd Battalion. Sent here by Commander Rockwell.
Yeah. Joey, quick. Is there any information like I don't know what kind of military stuff like Jethro might need to know or want from this, but
you wouldn't know the specific like commanders or anything like that. That's not something that would have made you privy to or even necessarily had access to. You're usually aware of higher ranking soldiers than commander.
what I mean is like what's so he just gave us his the one who sent him and his unit.
Mhm.
Out of those, what other information as a soldier would Jethro probably be looking for?
Oh, I'm not sure. What else would you be looking for?
Uh,
Whatever you
if I
deem as necessary. That's you.
if I wanted to have a conversation with this Commander Rockwell, where would I be able to find him?
Commander Rockwell is always with the 3rd Battalion.
Stationed at.
Last known station a month ago was Eurosa. But I'm sure they've moved on since their scouts have gone missing.
I see. What is standard protocol for at least you folk when scouts go missing? Do you just send out more, or do you come in force?
Depends on the direness of the situation. I have not been able to receive any information from my commander, so I'm sure they either presume I am dead or captured. Force will be used.
Good to know. You have any questions, dear? Looks to Yanni.
Is there anyone else you're reporting to other than the 3rd?
No,
Insight check.
go for it.
Insight. 24s.
His eyes quickly shift when you ask that question.
He lied. She's gonna say to Jeffro.
Did he now? And Jethro will
It's pretty
raise,
obvious to anybody who was like,
raise the halberd and basically once again he put it down hard earlier to like cause more like pain, a little bit of like pain discomfort. Now he's putting it down hard as in like I'm gonna roll an attack roll for the damage. Is that okay, Joey?
Yeah, go for it.
Like right on his hand.
I will have to ask, non-lethal or lethal?
It's non-lethal.
Okay. Because
But-
I had a feeling you might be able to one-shot the guy on accident.
That's fair.
Yeah. So after that happens, he starts tapping on the floor a few times very quickly. Do either of you speak any unique languages?
Corey.
Huh?
Korean or Korean or whatever.
All right. I'm asking for Thieves Can't.
Oh yeah, she speaks that.
Okay. He's communicating truce.
Why didn't you just say it? She says in Zemnian.
And he
Really?
looks next to him in the direction of the other cell with the other person.
Oh, we're gonna be interviewing him anyways.
It's certainly a thing. So you see, I'm getting the answers from you, and if what your companion here doesn't clarify farther, well, spot the difference and all that.
Yeah, all the answers better be exactly the same.
By the way, what is your name, my good fellow?
My name is Atakan Wast.
I know that name.
Suddenly, Patrick's in one of the other cells somehow.
Yes, Patrick just jumped right in. Like she literally just jumped right in a T-pose specifically.
All right.
Just at the cell. Hi, my name's Patrick. How are you two?
I'm Patrick. Nice to
Are you
meet you.
asking me questions too?
All right. Well, back to what we were doing. Roll me a history check, Yanni.
Hopefully he's not nobility. History.
5.
Nat 1.
Oh, it
that
feels so
checks for this
good.
character.
Feels so good. Yeah, you have no idea who they are. But he will communicate in a few more taps. Deal?
She's gonna nod.
Then he'll tap silence other scout.
I'm gonna whisper to Jeffro. He wants us to knock out the other scout.
I see. And let me double check how long this one lasts. But creature reaction that charmed for 1 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt this because this is cool. He on his on his splint armor, some runic markings are gonna kind of light up, and that other guy in the cell will need to make a wisdom saving throw to not be charmed and incapacitated for a minute, and he'll just be in a dreamy stupor.
Alrighty, he failed.
Yeah. So I just assume he's kind of doing the like Mortal Kombat waiting for a finisher kind of movement now. You have a minute.
All right, I'm willing to cut you a deal. I need to get back and inform people of things, but I don't need to die here today.
Who's the other person you're informing?
The captain.
Whose name is?
Captain who?
I do not have his name.
Where's he located? You have his location.
I cannot reveal that. Betrayal to the captain leads to my instant death from any of his subordinates. They are not a part of the army. They are not a part of the fight. I'm willing to be released and tell everybody that nothing bad is happening here. I just got injured. I'll break my leg or something.
What are you going to say about your partner?
Stampede of bugbears.
Yeah, I'm going to insight check.
Go for it.
Remotely being honest.
Go for it. Insight.
Are bugbears a common occurrence in the Empire?
24.
Wow, at least she's very consistent on these 24.
He seems more concerned about his own safety and communicating with this captain person than he is about his fellow soldier. He's definitely some type of agent for that.
And how exactly will this captain react to whatever information regarding Pride's Call you want to give him exactly? If
he does not care about what's happening at Pride's Call. He cares about the movements of the Empire.
I don't understand.
It's been 1 minute, so the guy in the other cell.
Jethro's gonna. Oh, God.
I can go knock him out if you want.
Oh yeah, that would work.
Do we have a deal?
Yanni's gonna like shake her head no as she's walking away, but that's up to Jeffro. I guess I'm going to the other cell. This is up to Jeffro if he's giving this guy up. Or
Jethro will
talking to him.
hand Yanni the key so she can like get in quickly.
Okay. I guess she's gonna go in there and then she's gonna get close and whisper, "Pretend I knocked you out."
God damn it.
Roll me a persuasion roll?
Or this is gonna hurt.
You are the most twisted player I've ever met.
She doesn't like hurting people.
Wow, violence.
He lies on the ground and goes,
So
"Oh!"
she goes like this and makes a bunch of hits.
Ow!
Let me just make sure.
Oh!
He does that again. He's out. He's out. Don't make a fucking noise. Okay.
So I just imagine that one skit from Key and Peele where he's pretending to play dead.
No, you have to stop making noises so they think you're out. And she just does another fake hit where she hits her chest.
At this point, you're starting to bruise.
Ow. I hurt my hand. Okay, he's out.
I can do more punches if you want.
You're not currently here, Patchy. You're still Nicodranus. We'll catch you up.
Just in an entirely similar situation down there.
She
No
stopped
conversation.
the
Just
mugger,
bah, 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 bah.
Instead of a
stopped
scout,
the
it's a
mugger,
guard.
and then the victim was doing the punches, and then patch you off with that.
Anyways, in the other cell, he'll look at you. Listen, it's very easy. You let me go, and I'll turn the Empire away. I'll tell them that no, nothing bad is happening here. He just died by circumstances. We'll blame the gnomes in the Velvet Thicket or something.
I mean, gnomes are certainly the easiest scapegoat in the world.
But if you don't take this deal, then the Empire is going to rain down upon this, and insurrection does not get prisoners taken.
They'll send more scouts.
Can I do an insight check? Like, not because I just want to see if, like, at the very least, he believes what he's saying, or if he's just saying that to like further convince me to let him go.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, because how I'm reading this is he's just saying
damn.
whatever to get out of here.
Wait, do I have an insight thing too, or is that no?
He's trying to cut a deal, obviously. He is more concerned about his well-being than he is other people. However, as a military person, you are told about the ruthlessness of the Empire. Your scouts don't report back. That would put any military operation on guard. And if this place is some type of outpost for a rebellion, they don't have the might to withstand the Empire.
Yeah, Jethro will loosen his his foothold on the guy's chest so he can breathe easier, and remove the halberd from his probably really bruised up, injured arm or hand. Well, good news. I believe you. Now, with that being the case, I will go speak with my commanding officer to let him know, as he's the one who will make the final decision. But it looks like I will do my best to convince him it should go in your favor.
Very good.
Is that amiable? Amendable? Yeah, is that amendable?
Yes. And around this time, Bernie and the rest of the gang, you've showed up inside of the cell. Where the trapdoor is open. You see Kent up here, and you hear the down below stairs.
Just the punches.
Kent, is everything okay here?
Oh, yeah, they're interrogating.
Oh,
Right.
Miriam takes up his medical bag.
Let's
we
go.
talked about this.
Right, let's just go.
Oh, my leg.
Go see what's up.
First thing I do when I get down there, I'm going to take a look at both of them to see what they're like. Bruised, whatnot. I don't know.
I need an.
Joey, is there a cart here?
There is not a card here. No.
Damn it.
I need an insight check for the one unconscious in the cell. They are not unconscious. They are unharmed. They are, as you're like looking at them, they kind of peek their eye open and then shut it really quickly.
I'll look at Jethro and Yanni and just. Would you guys come over here?
Yes.
Look
Commander,
over.
just finishing up here. Jethro, close the door behind him and wait for Yanni to give him the key so we can lock it again.
Right. Can they hear each other from the cells? Separate cells?
They are separate cells, but they are close enough that they could communicate, just not in a whispered tone. They would have to speak up.
Right. Let's just keep them apart. Bring one of them up here.
If anything, Commander, may I speak with you upstairs? I did manage to gain some information that I think would be relevant for you.
Sure.
I leave my skeleton and say, if they try to break out, kill them.
I mean,
Your ranged skeleton draws an arrow and just aims it at him.
I don't think that they'll be attempting. That one's hand has seen better days, and that one was knocked unconscious by Yanni here.
Really?
I have a passive of 12. Even I know that's bullshit.
Right.
I'm
I'll just telepathically let Jethro and Yanni know that. Well, it's good to leave them the impression that we're more horrible than we actually are.
The one that's fake knocked out, I'm gonna look at and just do sleep as a cast suggestion on him.
Oh, wrong die. Wisdom, right? Okay, yeah, he's asleep.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I
let's-
could have really knocked him out.
So, what's the situation? What did you gather?
Well, they are indeed scouts sent here by the Empire from the 3rd Unit under a Commander Rockwell. However, that one scout whose hand I need to let him know I was serious was apparently also working for another individual. He didn't give a name, but he did call him a captain of sorts.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Tulsa's immediately go into the other cell and getting him up and
As in the captain?
That is how he informed
Right,
us.
isn't-
Yes.
I look at
Did-
Tulsa. And,
It's-
isn't that the guy?
yes.
And
Tulsa's
this-
going to the cell to get him up and seize his wounded hand and cure wounds on him, and
this scout was willing to make a deal that he would go and inform his Commander Rockwell that his companion was trampled by bugbears and whatnot,
Trampled?
and he would give a false report so that the sort of insurrection here at Pride's Call would not be seen as such. However, he did mention that the captain was interested in the Empire's movements for some reason. And I'm not entirely sure. I feel like you know more about this than me based off your reaction.
All right. Well, thanks for the report. Seems to have done some good work then. Did he say anything about where this 3rd unit was stationed?
He did not. He said last they were located by Joey. What did you say they were located at again?
Eurosa.
They were last seen at Eurosa. However, given I do not know how long these scouts were missing, but if given long enough time, he said that they would likely come in force to confirm.
Right.
So, Tulsa, you're releasing the soldier?
I'm getting him up, healing him, and tapping.
Oh, no,
and
the other one was unconscious. The one who Jethro is referring to is the one who's not unconscious at all.
But also had his hand smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting up, and tapping at Thieves' Cant. You should have just said the captain from the start.
Right. Let's take this. Just hang on here a moment. I'll go up to Kent. And how long ago did you capture these two? Did you say?
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's fair to say that they've been. So if they were sent from Erosa, that would have taken them how long? Usually, is that
Back and forth from Eurosa to Pride's Call on foot.
Is about a 2-week
Right.
journey.
So they would likely have been expected back a few days ago.
right? They would
So
have- yeah. So that gives us, let's say, another 2 weeks at earliest if they were to immediately react.
And if it is a unit of soldiers, sir, then it should take them longer to move all of that.
Right.
As-
Did he say a unit or battalion?
battalion. From what
Remind
I
me,
heard.
Bernie, how many soldiers are in a battalion?
Well, let's see. Zemnian battalion. I'm not entirely sure if they have the same.
Smallest
usually-
battalion is 50. Largest is 120.
Right. Okay. There's still a sizable force then. And okay, so let's assume the worst and say about 120. Right, they probably have some backup by wizards and different kind of casters, and probably some gnomes from Hupperduke as well.
Indeed.
Maybe.
He did mention that if he he would report that the gnomes from the was it Velven Thicket, I believe, would be responsible for his absence or his tardiness.
Right. Well, I don't really like the idea of blaming someone else for it.
Yes, but if anything, those gnomes know how to defend themselves, and the Empire's avoided the thicket specifically for that.
True enough. It might. I suppose it might also draw the gnomes there to be more inclined to ally with Pride's Call.
Also, geographically, it's a pain in the butt to get to.
And I bring this up with you, sir, is because he did want to make a deal, and I said I would talk with you about it, as you are the commanding officer here. I believe the final decision is yours. However, whether or not Pride's Call can withstand a battalion of Zemnian trained soldiers, I'm unsure of.
Most likely not, but we'll see what we can do about that.
Pence, how well is the fighting force here?
We have been training whatever volunteers we can get as best as we can, as quickly as we can. We are sitting at around 50 well-trained individuals and another 20 that we are still working on.
Do you happen to have
we only have
scouts?
about 10 with any military background.
And do you happen to also have any scouts of your own that you've been sending out?
Not trained
assume-
scouts, but scouts. Just to watch the borders. That's how we discovered these two individuals.
As I'm helping this one up, it's like in Zemnian, show me your mark.
He folds down his lip.
And is it there?
Yep.
She'll turn her head to the side and show her so that she knows that, yeah, that's trusted. Because it's behind her ear.
Listen, I'm here working for the captain as a scout for the Empire, obviously. But I can get their attention diverted. I just
If you-
need to report back to the captain.
Of course.
How quickly would he be able to report back? Then? Sure.
How long would it take you to report back?
If I was on horse, I could be there within 3 days.
Alright, I can make that quicker. I can do it within a simple spell.
Let the
They're
battalion know
going
they have a high-level spellcaster. Great idea.
Yeah, they have to know exactly how he got back there. And the simpler we make it, the easier we make the deception.
I was thinking of the captain of Myria, not the other one. Sorry. Two captains.
He's got to report to both.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you said something. You would be reporting that there was a stampede of bugbears or something that would.
It was just an idea to throw out. I can just as easily find a different thing to say.
Right. Let's come up with a better deception for how your other scout was incapacitated or something.
Question: are Zemnian scouts trained in emergency first aid?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good. So you won't mind me breaking your leg and putting it back together then?
Oh, I already suggested that.
All right. I grab a nice little piece of something to put into his mouth.
Jethro gives you a stool because I assume you're gonna. What's that Stephen King book? Misery?
No, I'm not gonna misery his ankles. That's very hard to recover from. I want him to actually live through this.
Clean break leg.
Yeah, I'm a doctor. I know how to cleanly
give
break
me a
bone.
medicine check, Miriam.
Do I get my +2 because of my surgery tools?
If you're using surgery tools to break his leg, yeah. I mean, a portion of surgery is usually breaking bones to get into places. Not usually, but is, you know.
And this is medicine.
Before Miriam does anything
okay.
of this, I want to just use detect. Use detect thoughts on the guy and just to like try and delve into, try and see if pick up off, like if he's got any sort of ulterior motives going on here.
So that's a 19. I didn't do this tool added thing because that's weird apparently.
I'll also look to Miriam. You're going to need to modify the memory of that one for the last 24 hours. Just remove it.
Of course I am. Okay.
Do you speak Zemnian,
Oh,
Bernie?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, then you would understand his thoughts.
Oh, you're breaking things again. Yeah,
So,
fun.
the surface thoughts of this individual. Finally, I get the hell out of here and report back to the captain. Shit. If I don't hurry up and do this, then I'll probably miss out on my commissions. It's an easy enough trade. I don't know what the fuck they're doing up here. Probably a rebellion. Who cares?
Along into that thought till he screams.
Who cares? Ah! And that's the rest of his thoughts. It's just screams. It's just,
It is-
ow!
Oh,
Shite!
It's the cowboy scream in the sky, right? Ah!
Mentally,
Ah!
mentally, he's screaming out loud. He's, oh.
Now the question is that what we call a psychic check? Does Bernie clench his head like ah?
All right, so let's say you broke your leg and rocks fell or something and killed your other friend that also broke your leg, but the healers, however incompetent they might be, here in Pride's Call were able to patch you back together, and it took you a while to get back.
Sounds good enough to me. Can I
And
have
there's
some
nothing-
bandages for my leg?
Sure. There's nothing nefarious going on here.
Of course not.
Of course not. Good. What do you know about this Commander Rockwell, was it? What sort of person is he?
Stern, forward, ruthless.
Right,
Common
Exactly.
words to describe him.
right. What level of ruthless are we talking here?
Well, we did sniff out a small group of rebels setting up on the Ivan Path road.
All right.
And, well, he ordered to have those individuals who were caught actively rebel hung from their large tree in front of their homes.
These. When was this?
Roughly about 3, 4, 5 months ago. 5 months ago.
Right. Did you know where they were from? Was it like from Icehaven or something?
No, they were from just local little villages out there.
Okay.
He ordered that the family all go outside and watch as they were dying.
Right, it's ruthless then.
Yeah.
All right. Understood.
And he's a man of the cloth, so you can't really argue with him.
What
Which
cloth
cloth?
exactly?
The lawbearer.
Oh,
I just looked at Bernie like, see?
That is what I'm here to.
It's a capital
Remedy.
offense to betray the Empire.
No wonder everyone was scared of you.
All right. Well, I'm going to trust you to stick with this plan then. Seems you are more interested in honoring this captain more than your Commander Rockwell anyway. So,
One deserves more respect.
right. And we have your name. What was it? Atacom? Right. So, in case we pick up on the fact that you haven't honored this deal in some way, We will find a way to come for you.
Intimidation, Bernie. It's rare that you
Sure.
get to roll these.
Can
Yeah.
Jethro, since Jethro's there, can he try to aid with the intimidation? Because he already
How?
just can I scare? Yeah, stand like next to Bernie, intimidatingly.
Just.
I mean, Miriam's down there with his broken
Man.
leg.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. That's not
23.
bad.
All right. Yeah, he looks reasonably concerned for his life.
All right. Seems we have an understanding then. And we'll take care of your other friend here meanwhile.
I mean,
And by
might
that,
as
I
well
actually-
kill him or keep him prisoner.
Yeah. All right. Just set him loose and give him a horse then, I suppose.
He also has no idea that I am working for the captain at all. So.
Right.
Still remove the last 24 hours.
No, he's been knocked out, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was knocked out before I revealed anything.
Modify memory. Erase the last 24 hours. No, I can only erase an hour within the last 24 hours. So I'll erase everything from when we showed up to before.
Okay. What were you saying, Yanni?
I know that I'm new here, but you guys are really gonna trust this guy to go back? He owes us absolutely nothing when he leaves.
No, but he owes the captain things, and if I were to simply tell him that he betrayed the captain, his
Who
life
this
is
captain you guys
effectively
keep
over.
talking about? Why do you know him?
We've encountered him and worked with him a few times.
And you you trust this captain to? I don't know. I don't trust this guy to go back to the battalion after this captain and not just tell them everything.
I understand your concern, Yanni, but suffice to say that we have cause to believe he's actually being honest here. And
Also, we have something on the captain. Mutually assured destruction, all that.
sure.
You all have something on the captain?
Modify memory on him.
No, that's good. Just let him know that we have something. Doesn't know what, just something.
These are not
Yeah.
the words you were looking for. Just
Out of character, guys, Natalie already gave away all the information to somebody about the captain.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know that.
What?
We only know we know his name. That he did not want us to know his name.
Yup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Captain, is he a pirate?
Close enough.
All right, so the other guy, you can modify his memory to forget whatever happened in the past hour. Yeah.
Or just Jethro was gonna say, Yanni, as I said, if it does come to bite us or them in the butt, I'll handle it. All right, you don't need to worry.
I mean, I feel like it's a town that's in danger. Oh, it's not something
I
should worry about.
I would trust that someone of Sir Burns' status wouldn't allow.
Sir, I'm not.
You're not a knight, a paladin of the lawbearer.
Well, I am a paladin, but I'm not a knight. Just call me lieutenant. That's fine.
Lieutenant Diane.
Well, regardless, I don't think that someone of his stature or his companions would wish harm upon this town, and in that case, they wouldn't make this decision lightly.
Exactly.
So,
I can see why they sent you, Jester. Oh, you got a good head on your shoulders.
Thank you, sir.
all right.
Make sure you don't lose it. That'd be bad.
Where's that voice coming from?
And now
You're
you
hearing
all
it too.
remember, shit, you left Patry back in Nicodranus.
Her head's just been sticking out of the bag of holding or something.
All right, so I think here's a good place for us to call break. And when we come back, you guys can start doing your teleporty bullshit and get to where you're going. All right?
All
right.
We'll be right back.
still a couple things I want to do there.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I see that there's a few of y'all watching right now who didn't like it. You should like it, guys. And also, there's a few of you watching right now who didn't comment. You should comment right now, guys. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of our games, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. So, you've just sent the limping soldier on his merry way.
I think, didn't we give him a horse?
Limping soldier onto a horse on his merry way.
I thought we couldn't justify him finding a horse in the story, so we just had him limping.
Well, you can. Pride's call.
Yeah.
They healed him.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So after that, I'm going to. I want to bring Kent along as well. Just go and speak to the mayor.
Okay.
Yoli?
Yeah, Gouldy.
So, all of you wander over to Goldie's estate, the very large, multi-winged complex and building with farmland surrounding it. The soldiers just let you inside as you walk up.
All right. Staros to Gouldy.
Hello? Hey, Baron! Hey, how you
Hello.
been?
Man, good. Nice to see you again.
Whew! And he comes running over to you. You see that he's wearing traveler's pants.
Right. You've been out traveling?
Oh, getting ready to go. They're hosting some type of meeting between all of the Soroses in Juvenlod. So,
Lord, where's that?
it's east of Eurosa, close to the Silberkel Ridge.
Okay, yeah. There, I see. Right.
That'd be south of Exandria.
Is this who's hosting this?
That is the king.
Oh, okay. Do you have any sort of inkling as to what the purpose is?
Bi-weekly check-in with all of the Soroses.
Right. Okay. So
Bi-yearly.
Oh, okay. Is
Twice a
this-
year, he gets all of them together and goes, "What's going on?"
Right. So when is this?
Well, I plan on taking to the road here in the next few hours, and I'm going to be gone for the next 3 weeks or so.
Okay. Well, there are things you should be aware of, I think.
Are you talking about the hostages we got?
Right. We've just interrogated them a little bit. And, well, we've reached some kind of conclusion to it. One of them is still a prisoner. And the other one we've sent back to their camp. Apparently they had made camp somewhere near Erosa under a Commander Rockwell of the 3rd Battalion.
Okay.
Right. So, well, of course, the thing is, when they send out scouts and the scouts don't return, they will assume the worst. So we're hoping at least the deception that we've cooked up with this scout will at least buy you some time. But if that should fail, I would expect forces to be here within the next 2 or 3 weeks as well. Of course, it takes a bit of time to move such a large force, but a battalion still isn't quite as large as a full army. So I would prepare for combat here. And the scout did tell us about what they did with some other rebels near the Haven Path Road. That might itself prove a fertile recruitment ground for building your own forces here, which I think will be necessary before long. But hopefully it won't be too long. No, I mean, hopefully it won't be in the next few weeks or so. That's just the worst scenario, sort of. Hopefully it will stave off their interest here for a while. But if you're going to this meeting at Druvenlode, what are you going to say to the king and the other Starostas?
Oh, well, we need to talk about any updates that we've had to our lands. Make sure that we're keeping up to date on all of our taxes. I have to pay all of the taxes for the year. This go around, that's going to be pretty expensive. And we have to go over any news we have of any activities from the war. Considering we're one of the outer boundary locations, they're expecting us to have some information to hand over, but I mean, nothing's been happening.
Okay. Sure. Well, you should be very careful, at least, I would think. This is a tense time, and we don't know if they know more than they'll let on.
Right.
Are you bringing any kind of escort with you?
Yep. Gonna be taking Kent with me.
Oh. Well, that's good. Kent's a competent warrior now, I think. But yeah, no others?
I was planning on bringing just a few extra soldiers with me as well.
Right.
Don't want to seem too defensive, just necessary security, you know?
Of course, of course. I did think of something that could be worth at least thinking about before you leave here. I know you're in a bit of a hurry, though, but I could reach out to my order and ask for them to send at least a small platoon. Not in any sort of official Tal'Dorian capacity, but they could potentially be seen as missionaries.
I
For the
mean,
purposes of defense, of course.
if we can get them up here sneaky-like and that are already trained in speaking Zemnian, we have to make sure they're proper ready for it, you know? It's a
Right.
difficult culture to fit into.
You're not wrong.
Of course. Well, the problem right now is that you're sort of in a fringe position here. You haven't actively said to the Empire that you are seceding.
Right? We'll wait until we can properly defend ourselves from it. And
Of course. It just brings the whole matter of legitimacy into the whole thing, and at some point that will have to be above board, that you are officially seceding.
I mean, honestly, it provides an extra buffer for the Empire, in all honesty.
They would not see it that way.
Unless there's some kind of agreement beforehand that they stay out of the war and that they will prevent any passage through, but any incursion into them will be seen as an attack from Tal'Dorei. That would be bad for Tal'Dorei's perspective.
Right.
Then it would cut off a potential area that they'd have to maintain.
Sure. But in any case, they will send people out to ascertain what's been going on here, and once they figure out that I have been sort of very present in the area and helping you out, then even though I've done so in my individual sort of capacity,
they'll
they will
see us
see it
as
as-
insurrectionists.
right, and they will see it as a Tal'Dorian undermining of Empire authority.
Right.
Out of curiosity, and you don't have to answer, but you said you have to pay taxes for the. I'm guessing that is quite a bit to the king then?
Oh yeah, it's about 40%.
How much is that? Because that sounds... 40% is a lot.
I mean, that's the taxes we got to pay, you know. Not really any room for argument. And it comes out to... He goes over towards a journal, lifts it open. Just under a metric fuck ton. Just over a stupid shitload.
Fair.
Right.
I ask this because I've thought of, in the back of my mind, of establishing some kind of town somewhere eventually.
Well, taxes is where they get you.
Yeah. Right. You don't really have to deal with a lot of that as adventurers.
What are you saying? You're evading all the taxes?
No, we pay them at the shops.
Oh, okay.
But we never have like a permanent settled place. So it's, or place of business that brings in income because...
Well, the way things are handled all the way out here, since we're a smaller colony, we have to pay based off of what Pride's Call takes in from the taxes that all of our denizens get. And they get 40% of that. The denizens don't get directly taxed. It's more of an offshoot way of doing it. Many of the other places inside of the Empire, they have to pay based off of household, business, building, all of that. Yeah, they're the ones that are fucked. Severely.
What? Yeah, I feel like you need just an army of bureaucrats just to keep up with that.
Oh, they have one. The tax bureau. And if you think the Volstruckers are terrifying, phew,
Right.
you never fuck with the tax collectors.
True.
Good to know. We'll avoid them if we see them.
Alright. Well, I do have to be getting out of here, so... Welcome back.
All right.
Hope you're all doing very well.
Yeah,
Hey.
thank you. I will... Let's just... In case something were to happen to you, Gouldy, who would be next in charge up here?
Without Kent being here, the next in charge would probably have to be your father.
Really?
Despite his shortcomings in certain situations, he has been very prevalent in defending Pride's Call.
Okay. Well,
Do we have that in writing anywhere?
No idea.
Like, right then.
right. You see, we have to... There are some pressing business I also have to attend to. But we should be back here before too long, unless something other really pressing comes up as well.
All right.
I wish I could have spent more time here. We just arrived earlier today. But, that's
You all
the
know
way it
you
goes.
have a place to stay anytime you're visiting. Just come on up the estate and we'll get some beds situated for you, huh?
Thank you, Goldie.
But, just before you go, in regards to that thing I proposed, do you want me to reach out to my order or not? It's still your town and it's entirely up to you.
We could try with a few. That way, if something is discovered, we can still claim ignorance, but make sure that a few well-trained and culturally diverse people. Huh?
Understood.
They need to understand what it is to be a Zemnian. They have to fit in like a Zemnian.
All right. I'll see what I can do. I have some good potentials, I think.
Right.
Well-
I wish safe travels on the road.
Same to all of you. Don't forget to lock up before you leave. Oh, by the way, who are these two New people.
Good to meet you, sir. I'm Sergeant Jethro. Shoot, damn it, I can't forget my own character's last name.
Good luck.
Shoebrand.
I thought it
Sergeant
was Shoe
Jethro
Buffer.
Shoebrand. No,
Okay.
I'm here to help out Lieutenant Buron here with anything he needs. This is my companion, Yanni.
All right.
and,
I wasn't asking for your life story there, lad. All right. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Jethro and Yanni.
All right. Well, I guess there's really not that much more to say. Well, there's Tulsa. I'll look over and do you still have those sending stones? Or is that Miriam? Do you have those?
We have them. It's in the bag.
We have a pair of sending stones that can only talk to each other.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which, I mean, one to him, one to
He
you.
never gave to anyone.
Well, we haven't really been using them.
We've been
Actually-
mainly using Tulsha's sending in my paper.
Right.
Actually, it might be pertinent to give one to our father.
Can't he do it without it?
Yes, but I don't know where he gets his paper from.
Sure. No, I was thinking we might give one to Gouldy here.
We good? It is up to you. The only thing that would, I think, would raise a suspicion is if he arrives at Druvenlode with the sending stone. Such as, who gave you that?
Yeah, fair
Why
enough.
do you have that?
Yep, I'm
Alright,
not really
well-
good at hiding shit.
All right, well, we'll leave that be then and hope for the best, but assume the worst. Still.
Very well. Pleasure. And he takes
Pleasure.
off.
Oh,
Ken,
yeah.
I-
Just
yep,
one last thing before you go.
Sure, yep.
Part of the deception is that the scout, one of the scouts that was sent out here, broke his leg on the way, and your township helped him heal up.
Did he leave already?
Yeah, just a short while ago on horse.
All right, Kent, we have to catch up to him right quick. We're going to be delivering him back to his platoon just to make sure, hey, we took care of your man here.
Speaking of that, I'll tell him to hold up so that you guys can catch up to him. But I'll just do a sending to him, just like, slow your pace for a little bit. Goldie and Kent will be riding with you to cement the story.
Actually, give me the sending stone anyway, and I'll give it to Kent instead.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, just keep it close by, and we'll.
If you
Um,
need
uh,
anything.
There's
out
always
of game,
one in
how-
the bag.
What?
I was just clarifying if someone was in the bag editing that Kent has one of the stones.
Yeah, I can do that. But how often does that work? Is it once per day or something?
Once per day, 25 words each way.
Right. So I'll just explain that to him then.
Alrighty.
There's three.
Well then, they are off.
Right. Let's lock up and head to Nicodranus.
Do. So, yeah.
That's. Oh no, Jethro was gonna say after hearing that, I was like, so, should we prepare for a weeks or months journey or so?
Yeah, no, I was getting to that. You see, we're going to a place called Oath, and you're coming with us. So we're teleporting to a place called Nicodranus, and from there we're teleporting up to Phelan after taking some business, and from there we're walking. So it should be like about a week's travel in total. Not sure how long we're going to be traveling after that, but maybe like a couple of weeks, but it shouldn't be a problem. And I suppose we should also fill the two of you in on some information as well. But for now, let's just get ready to travel.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, sir. And I still do want to be fully transparent with you and give you some details that were about me and Yanni here, so that there is an established trust in each other and such.
Sure. Yeah. What's the?
We can discuss that when we have that other talk later.
Right. Yeah. Fair.
I remember you mentioned some about forgetting something or some pastry dish.
Right.
Oh shit, Patrick.
Right. Yeah.
Who's been waiting very patiently.
Yeah. Sorry, Patrick.
Right. Get close. I'll mirror in the tattoo.
Oh, right.
I will do cure wounds on it, so it's active, and then word of recall to Nicodranus Misfire's estate.
Alrighty. As you all appear at Diana Fire's estate, Patry, you are sitting there talking to the nurturing woman who has no choice but to listen to you as you've been talking to her for the past couple of days now.
Non-stop.
So
Just like back on the right, I'm just
And
like
Patchy just sniffs the air and says, "Someone just called me a petri dish. I don't even know what that means."
when you turn around, you
hey,
see
it's
everyone
Ludax.
else.
hello,
Oh,
Patrick.
you're here to pick her up. Wonderful.
Hello. Oh, you have two new people. Oh, that's so cool. Hi, I'm Patry. Nice to meet you. She
You
sticks her
have, Miss Fire, you have my deepest apologies.
Hi, I'm Yanni. You seem
Hello, Yanni.
pleasant.
Oh, you look so cool. Oh, and who's the armor guy?
Oh, that's my. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Jethro Shubrand. Pleasure to meet you, Miss.
Jeffro Shoeband. You make shoes.
Yeah, this is Patry.
Miss
Although
Patry.
it's you almost had the surname right. It's Dash, not Dish.
Oh yeah, because I can dash. I can go really fast.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yes. Well, I have to go to work now. Goodbye. Diana walks out.
Hi, Ben. Thank you for the company. I really appreciate it.
I feel like
We
we should
owe
get
that
a
woman
greater
so much.
restoration on her.
Yeah,
Modified memory would be more warranted.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh god, is that like a new method of torture for the Volstruckers? They make someone like Patry talk to them forever, then they modify them to forget.
I was
and then
really
for the torture, they're like, "I cascade a restore on you."
I was
Do a little
really
bit,
hoping
watch.
that you would have had Patry for the interrogation scene and just
Oh, yeah.
all right, fine, I'll tell you, just shut up.
I kind of wish we did too, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
IRL stuff.
Yeah.
Did Lady Teresa say she's going to be in Nicodranus for a little longer, and if so, where she is?
Oh, you sent a sending to her? What'd you say?
I had sent to her last session that we found out who is who from our father, and we're going to be in Nicodranus.
All right.
Probably
She'll
tomorrow.
let you know that she will look into it when she gets back. She's heading to the Ebonglass Massif to help seal off that portal.
All right. Sounds good.
Let's go back to the Menagerie Coast. Oh,
Right.
Delete that. Delete.
So, Patrick, we plan on heading up to Oth. We need to meet someone up there, so we'll be teleporting out of Nicodranus in just a little bit.
Oh, that's really cool. But can I quickly use the bathroom real quick? I'll be right back. Pew!
I wonder
It's
how
like
long that's gonna
Bugs
take.
Bugs Bunny 6 seconds.
6 seconds, literally back. Okay,
This
I'm
has
back.
all been the same day, right?
Yeah.
So I can't teleport us anywhere.
Oh yeah, but we're resting in Nicodranas right before we're going to fail in the day after.
Yes, I suppose we can do that. Take a day to rest and then head to Phelan.
Yeah.
I need to pay our groundskeeper more money. I just remembered.
I paid her for a full years of service 6 months ago. She's fine.
Yeah.
As well as, well, I gave her some money to furnish the place.
Yanni, she's a satyr.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
It's a kind of fae. She's.
Is that why she has goat legs?
It's also
What?
why
I have a
she's
tail. See, look.
a bit much.
And horns.
Yeah, that's why I guess tiefling.
I didn't want to judge from the horns, as there are many races that have horns and other stuff like that, such
Right.
as
Okay,
tieflings.
thank you for not being racist. I appreciate it.
You're
Yeah.
most welcome.
Also, you're like shoemaker or whatever. How do you do that? How do you do that with that giant axe you got?
It's a halberd actually, but it's last name Shubrand, and it's a surname I got, I believe, from my great grandfather, who was a shoemaker, cobbler, and my own father has moved on to blacksmithing.
Oh, okay, this shoelace guy is pretty cool.
So you're welcome.
So would that mean your father's, what's it, blacksmithing mark is just a shoe?
No, it's yes it is, yes.
Right. Well, everyone take a day to rest and we'll head to Phelan tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, you guys haven't been here before. This is Nicodranas. Specifically, we're in Diana Fire's house. She's a gracious host, so just don't break anything, Petri.
No, too late for that. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah. And yeah, I suppose we should, since we have a moment here, fill you in on what exactly is going on. Yeah.
10 minutes.
Well,
We're in case we're protected.
Of course.
Well,
Yeah.
if we do have time and stuff, and we are staying here for the night, we can. It seems your companion there needs to do whatever spell that is. I can start making us some. What time of day is it, Joey?
Early morning, or mid morning, 9ish.
I could make us some breakfast or brunch.
And
if-
when you left was like right past noon.
or lunch, given the time difference.
Dinner.
I could.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought I was going to be the cook.
breakfast?
well, let's call it second lunch and something like that.
I will also be making a second breakfast. Honey's going to speak up. I was actually going to ask to go shopping for groceries, but
I mean, if we could shop for groceries to make for what we're gonna have for dinner tonight, if that's amenable.
yeah, that works.
All right.
I was going to be the cook. I'm the one with the food truck. She says, whispering to him.
Yes, and I've seen the food truck, and I'm the one who knows how to cook. Yanni.
I know how to cook too.
Food truck?
Regardless, no, I guess if we are staying here for the day, it's would it be all right, sir, if we were able to get some free time between now and whatever goes on tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Just
see.
be back here later tonight and we'll talk about stuff.
Of course, I wanted to go swimming, and so yeah, you did too, right, Yanni?
Yeah, but I also wanted to go shopping. But yeah, we can go swimming.
Well, we need to go shopping for swimsuits as well, because I did not pack mine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, if you go further enough down the shoreline, there's a nudist beach there.
I think I'm good with buying a swimsuit, sir.
Good enough.
And I guess so one thing I've noticed is it seems it seems to be rather informal here. Should I keep addressing you as such, or should I refer to you as your name, Burn?
Right. Well, I mean, you don't have to call me sir, at least. Just, yeah, Burren works, or Bernie. We're sort of, well, just, we're not all, I am, of course, affiliated with the military, but Miriam here and Tulcha, we're actually half siblings.
Step siblings, or
No. I mean, our father got around.
that would be why you all want to confront him then.
Right.
Must have been I won't inquire further. It just must have been a rather awkward conversation.
Yeah, it was, but nothing to worry about. But Patry here is someone we met actually not too long ago, just about a month and a half.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun how we met. There was this giant cave, and there was a whole bunch of weirdos there, and then there was this giant baby, and then we went to like the underworld, and then we fought a bunch of vampires, and oh my gosh.
Right.
Wait, there was a giant baby, or there was a giant baby?
And while Patrick's explaining this, I'm giving
Big-
Vanny the signal to run.
Yeah.
Yanni.
It was. It was a big,
I'm gonna go get those
unholy
groceries
monstrosity.
now.
Alrighty.
I'll go with we'll see you later, Burren.
Right. Oh, yep. Enjoy the city.
Alrighty. So that we don't have another shopping session. 2 gold for groceries, Yanni. That should be good.
God, how many people am I feeding?
6.
You're in Nicodranus, son.
Jethro will pay for it if necessary.
Also, first time you're ever in the city, right?
No, but they don't know that.
Jethro?
No.
Jethro.
Oh, Jethro. I don't.
Jethro's not been Nicodranus.
Charisma save.
Okay.
Oh no.
Right.
Hey! You are not that incredibly charmed by the city. Though it is a charming city.
I mean, Jethro's been in charming company before.
Yeah.
Still is.
Alright, so 2 gold for food. For whatever it is you're going to be making for everybody. And then it is...
Jethro will also pay however much would be needed for like a good cask of like really good dwarven ale.
In Nicodranus?
Whatever.
Nicodranus is a
for.
big import city, so no, that's fine. A really good cask, 10 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. And for bathing suits, 1 gold each.
Actually, I need to buy one myself.
Miriam took care of this back at the resort.
Yes.
Out
It
of-
still has bloodstains on it.
Out of curiosity, what's the most expensive bottle of alcohol you could get here in Nicodranus?
The most expensive?
Yeah.
You mean for you or just in general for anybody?
In general? I mean, unless I have access to some rare reserve.
No, I mean there's a specific alcohol that works on you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But that's also like
Um,
escort around. You can't just walk out of anywhere with it.
Investigation, please.
Investigation. I'll use session advantage. 'Cause why not? $14.
The most expensive bottle you can find is 70 gold.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll pick that up.
And you can't find anything that'll get you drunk.
Yeah, I figured. all that stuff is kind of like locked down.
Alrighty. So, shopping, done, come back. Yay?
Yeah, shopping, maybe a little swimming, but yeah. Point is, past time to around, I guess, dinner.
Alrighty. And roll me a cooking check, Yanni.
Look off. Let's go. Yanni versus Jeffro.
Let's do this. What is this with? Dexterity, intelligence?
No,
Yeah, what
no,
are we cooking with?
charisma.
Charisma?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How
There we go.
passionately and well can you craft the food?
Natural one.
That
Oh, that
no,
wasn't
natural one
me.
from
Never
me.
So,
Not-
Jethro, you made a very nice, very traditional mess hall gruel for everybody. It is filling. It has all of the calories you need for the day. And you even added in salt, so it has a flavor.
Jethro looks at his and looks over to Yanni's whatever she just
Yanni,
made.
describe what you just made.
I call it PB&J. I take bread and put peanut butter on it. Then jelly. Nobody knows how good this is. The food on this tear up. This is...
Everyone looks at your weird sandwiches, but oh my fucking god, is that delicious?
Yeah, Jethro as Jethro looks at whatever Yanni made and then just tosses it out to the nearby whatever trash.
It sort of tastes like how my childhood should be like.
Yes, Yanni is a bit of a wizard in the kitchen sometimes.
I owned a food truck before I ended up joining up. It was called the Choo Choo Train.
Interesting.
Well, there
Joey,
goes the
I want to
DM.
ask one thing. This is kind of like a slightly retroactive thing, but could I have during those hours just gone on to town and see if I could bought a like a bunch of or one portion of sovereign glue?
Investigation.
Sovereign Crew is a rare magic fucking item.
It
yeah,
is.
I'm just looking for it while we're having some hours off.
Are you going to stick
14.
Kurt to the ceiling?
I mean, if given the opportunity.
14, no luck.
All right. Damn.
I have a very quick thing. I just want to message Thunderbrand. Hey, can you message Argan to make sure he's not using Imperial paper? There might be a tracker on it.
Yeah, sure. Why didn't you just message him with your paper?
Because it's funnier this way.
Alrighty, I'll text him.
Play a game of Whisper instead.
Right. Well, this Yanni, you did a magnificent job making these sandwiches as always. I think I did mention before there was some details. You mentioned contractual obligations that might be in the way. These aren't. There is one thing, but it's not exactly in the way. Burin, and I assume also this is when Miriam's taking time to ritual cast or do whatever for the.
I did that earlier. This whole room's good for 24 hours.
Oh shit! Okay, never mind then. Well, if I'm to be completely transparent here, I'd rather you hear this from me, Burin, than someone else who would be more judgmental and not more judgmental. I might be considered. No, that's. You can tell that Jethro is having a hard time kind of putting this into words because it is. Yanni knows it's a tough topic to talk about, but he's about to say like why he was no longer a slayer. Yanni, you see, if we meet certain people, they may call me a traitor. It is not really true, but it is the one of the worst things they could call me. It's the reason I'm no longer with the Slayer's take, as they. Do you recall that crisis? Joey, when was the Woolwick crisis?
100 years. No, not Vordervik was.
Volvic, the recent one.
4 years
3
ago.
years ago or something?
4 years ago.
4
thank
years
you.
ago.
About 4 years ago, I was with the Slayers, and we were in a forest there to help turn back the creatures, abominations that were in it. And during that time, I made a judgment call so that my allies could survive. However, it came at the cost of someone important and with more influence than I will probably ever have in my life.
Okay.
Because of that, it was found out, and I was told I should have tried to get that done, even though I evaluated the situation and knew we wouldn't have survived. And well, I was more or less exiled from the Slayers, and my reputation was rather tarnished.
I see. Well, I mean, it's certainly unfortunate, but that kind of thing can happen to anyone. We'll just try to make the best judgment we can. At times, we are presented with situations, and sometimes it is not the best action we could have taken. Sometimes it's the perfect. So,
Well,
I mean, don't blame yourself too much about it, so long as it's something that you think you've learned from. And
I don't blame myself for what I did, and given the circumstances, I would probably do it again, as, like I said, it's made sure that myself and my allies survived that day. And I should iterate too, this chance that I've been given with you is my second chance, so to speak. I mentioned my father was friends with, crap, I keep forgetting Bernie's boss's name, but
Delrin Darktower.
With Captain Darktower.
Commander.
Commander
he's-
Darktower.
yeah.
And
Right.
on that note, that was one thing I just wanted to lay out. That's the other thing is, well, due to some interesting circumstances, Yanni here is kind of technically my wife.
What? Yanni's just gonna wave.
Oh, that's so
Okay,
cute.
well, congratulations. And now you got me curious. What sort of circumstances?
Oh, I fell through a roof.
While dressed up as the what was that figure called, Yanni? But the one
The
before,
Klaus.
yeah, Sir Klaus of was it Midwind? Oh shit, what's the
Joey, what is it in your universe? I know it's in like the 6th layer of the Hells. I mean the 5th layer of the Hells, but
You're talking about the Klaus?
yeah,
Yeah, he's from the 6th layer of the Hells.
5th. But yes,
I was talking about this variant of Christmas.
is that the same in Exandria?
No, the Winter Festive.
Okay, the Winter Festive. Yeah, she was dressed up like that.
A few days before Winter Festival, I was on patrol as a guardsman was wont to do. I stopped a break-in at an antique shop, found a lamp. Sorry, not a lamp. It was a puzzle device that I was smart enough to solve, and apparently it had a genie inside who would grant me a wish, and I was rather careless with my words, but mentioned I would like to be married to a certain type of lady, and Yanni fell through the roof, and thus the wish was granted.
Can the minute he mentions genie, a djinn, do my alarm bells go off?
No. I mean,
Really?
what
They
do you
don't do-
mean?
Because like wish is like the most powerful magic in existence. I figured we'd study that. At least beings capable of doing this stuff. I'm not. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just asking if it could trigger anything.
You'd be aware that wish is like the most powerful magic that can be wielded in your universe, as far as you're aware of. You're warned against it. That's really all you have.
And the genie did actually stick around every so often. He's actually a rather nice fellow. Shows up once a year at the local hospital, dressed up as a friendly, nice clown or jester to entertain the children. His name's Reuben Williams, is what he calls himself, anyways.
I hate you so much.
That's interesting.
But yes,
So,
and
right. So you wished for marriage?
it was not I was at a pretty low place in my life at the time.
Right. That's fair. Yeah. But I mean, Yanni, are you happy with that arrangement, or do you feel like you're forced into this kind of?
Well, yeah, I was forced into it, but I mean, Jeffro's fun, and it's nice to have company, especially. I was in a bad place at the time too.
Right. Where are you from, actually, Yanni?
I was born in the Empire, to some minor noble family, and yeah, half elf in the family, controversy. So I wasn't really accepted that much, but I was raised there for a bit, and then when I was old enough to leave, they gave me money and told me to leave.
Do you two at least love each other?
Like best friends.
Insight
it.
check.
You guys
It's-
are together for tax purposes. Okay.
It's a bit complicated, but there was a downside to the wish. What did we measure it out at, Yanni? About 5-6 miles.
Yeah, if I start to go away from him, I start to get in physical pain.
And I do as well.
Oh boy.
Right.
That's
So you are inseparable, then, I suppose.
Till death do us part, as I believe that is the case.
Right. Well, it sounds sort of a bit more of a curse the way this is sort of presented.
From what Ruben had told me, Genie are a bit sometimes fickle, and as nice of a guy as he is, he does have rules that he has to follow.
Right. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Well,
well, I hope you two have a long and happy marriage then.
right.
Thank you.
I mean, is this something you want help with, or something, or are you content with it?
Granted, being as much as it is my fault being forced into it, I don't wish for Yanni to be forced into being married to me. But
Right.
so if we could at least end that sort of part of it, where if she chose to leave, she may.
Right. Yeah, because it seems a bit impractical at times to be.
It is.
Right.
It has its downsides, but I mean, I think the ups are better. Like I said, I got to stay here with Jeffro, and I wasn't alone for the first time in a long time. So, I mean, I'm happy, and I'm happy to be here right now too. I haven't had a stable job in a minute, so this is nice.
Right.
Right.
good. I mean, we're happy to have you along as well.
Then how about this, Miss Yanni? Since you will be coming with us, and Jethro is having to follow Bernie, would you like to be the designated chef of our little adventure so we don't have to eat rations all the time?
She's gonna look at Jeffro and put her tongue out as a joke. Yes, I would love it.
Very
And
well.
I shall be her sous chef.
Here is some money so you can afford nice ingredients. I'm going to hand you 90 platinum.
Holy shit.
90
Holy shit.
platinum? That's 900 gold for ingredients? Right, okay.
You will feed me.
Feed me well.
Oh, I gotta go get more groceries.
Right. Before you do that, I mean, let's just take the evening here, and we can shop for more ingredients in Phelan, I suppose.
Remember, there's a limit on that bag of holding.
Right. But yeah, it's good that you're open and transparent with us, Jethro. I don't suppose there's any other sort of. Is there anything else you'd like to put out there?
Not that I'm aware of that I can. I at least nothing that would come to the immediately in mind.
Right. Okay. Well, since we're both you and I are in, at least right now, semi-official capacity as agents of Tal'Dorei, my orders are, well, they're a bit open-ended, but for now, the main purpose I have is to retrieve, or at least prevent the Empire from retrieving a number of old artifacts from the Age of Arcanum. They may actually predate that too, from what I've come to understand. They're called singularities. And we have been able to get some of them. We actually have a few in our possession.
One in a piece.
Right. And, well, we don't necessarily understand all of them perfectly, but we know that they are capable of exerting a certain amount of change onto the world in different ways. One has to deal with time and predictions. The other one could transmute things and
Blend the realms together.
Right.
I assume when you mean it's open, as it is just make sure that the task is complete rather than a set of rules. Although you, as a paladin, already have those set of rules or ethics and such.
It also goes without saying, do not discuss about singularities to anyone outside this group, as just saying the word is basically like setting a grain silo on fire around any wizard.
Right. And the fact is that we've also had different encounters with some of these Empire agents, the Volstruckers. They all seem to be, well, maybe not all of them, but at least they're also very keen on finding these things. And so we've had our run-ins.
Do we know the purpose, or?
Well, we don't know exactly what they intend with them. We know that their leader, a man named Trent Ickathon, who is apparently actually a lich. He is a very nefarious and, well, a bad man, to say the least. So we're preventing the Empire from getting their hands on them. Unfortunately, we know that they at least have hold of 2 of them.
Well, we suspect 2. We know 1.
Right, yeah. Sure. But I think both can be quite sure to be in their hands. I haven't received any sort of orders to retrieve those yet. We'll get to that if it becomes necessary. I do foresee not too far into the future that we might be heading into Rexentrum, and at that point we may have to make an attempt at retrieving at least one of them. But we'll get cross that bridge when we get there.
I see.
For now, we're, as I said, we're heading to Oath, and we're meeting up with my brother there. He has been, well, he's been on his own for a few months, and unfortunately, I believe that the Volstruckers have got to him in some way. He's still alive and well, but I believe he may have been compromised in some way.
So we need to help another of your half siblings then. I see.
And he's actually my full sibling. He's my twin brother. So, but for Tulsa and Miriam.
One thing, sir, you can tell he's about to say, sir, Burin, that I would like to ask the added parameters. If we do have to engage Imperial forces, can we do what we can to make sure it is in self-defense and he kind of like he you see he's kind of like glancing at Yanni as he says this, and then looks back to you. I don't think that I do not wish to cause unneeded strife or harm to anyone.
Right. Well, we're not, so long as we're not portraying ourselves as being officially Tal'Dorian, we're not like waving the Tal'Dorian flag above our heads. We're mostly not trying to go in with an offensive way of dealing with things, but I mean, in regards to these Volstruckers, it's usually not best to give them time to prepare. And so certain measures have to be taken to, well, ensure victory.
Understandable with these Volstruckers. I mainly was referencing the common soldier as they, or, those that aren't willingly working for a lich, as you say.
Right. Well, yeah. I also think we should do our best to spare the regular soldiers. The way I see it, they would most likely, most of them, just be at home with their families and not involved in any of this. So let's deal with the big players, as it were, and leave the small fish alone.
All right, then. Jethro reaches for like the center where I assume like when Yanni made the sandwiches, it was like those like bunch of sandwiches on a plate. I assume, right?
Oh yeah.
Triangle sandwiches.
He reaches and like he grabs nothing and looks at it now, and there's no more sandwiches. There were like 5 more sandwiches. Where? What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I've never seen someone eat that many of them before.
Or that quick? I looked away for literally 10 seconds.
She has a very high metabolism.
Is she gonna be able to swallow all that? That's a mouthful.
Yeah, peanut butter dries you out. Anyways, she's gonna look at. Did you hide the singularities somewhere safe, or are they with you guys? Like, they sound dangerous.
Most of them are hidden away, which
Who the hell's twisting like a marker or something? Holy fuck, that is like shorting out my brain.
Speaking of Bernie, the fragment we have, out of anyone in our party, I think you should be the one, if anyone did attempt to attune to it.
Okay. For any specific reason?
Well, considering what I can grant you, I feel that in case there is an ambush upcoming, someone with your skills would be best to have it. Not to mention time to get used to it in case there is unneeded side effects. That way we can find it and remove it in case.
Right. Yeah, I suppose that would be prudent.
Of course.
We don't know yet what other side effects it might have, though. Have you noticed any changes to yourself? I know you touched it, right?
I have not noticed any changes whatsoever. Though
Right.
then again, I have not attuned to it.
Sure.
As I already...
You didn't
haven't-
attune to the other one earlier, right? The one that...
You
You
can't
know.
attune to that.
No, so you were only just in contact with it. So
Yes. And honestly, I have an idea that I need to test at some point, that since that one can blend realms together, I'm wondering if it can be used in a spell such as Plane Shift.
which specific one are you talking about now?
The one that can't be in any one place for too long.
Oh, right. That one.
The realm one.
Right.
Reality.
Yeah. Well, in any case, I doubt it's very healthy for any one of us to have all of them. So, sure, I can take it, at least.
I mean,
Safekeeping.
I would only say take it if you intend on using it. Otherwise, having it on someone who can teleport out would be the best option.
Right.
In
well,
case...
I don't
worst
know
comes to
how
worst.
exactly I'm supposed to do that yet, as I,
Wait, those are two different things you're talking about. The necklace grants the foresight spell. The ring with the beads teleports to people.
Yeah, they're completely different objects.
Yeah. Are you talking
Yeah,
about
you were
the
thinking of
necklace or
two.
the
You were
ring?
combining two items in your head.
No, I'm just saying that if any of us should hold on to any singularities, it should be myself or Miriam, just because we can teleport away.
Right.
Should the worst come to worst. That way, Empire cannot get their hands on them.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair enough.
So if
Yeah,
no
let's-
one's using them, one of us would be best, I think.
Right. Well, we don't know if we have some kind of other spiritual connection with these things based on our...
I don't
Roll.
know.
Jethro and Yanni, I suppose we should fill you in on that as well. We've discovered recently that we have a kind of, a special origin, I guess you could say. Tulsa, myself, Miriam, and also my twin brother, Kurt, and Tulsa's brother as well, and we apparently also have two other half brothers out there. And it's I don't know exactly the details of how it works, but we're apparently some kind of reincarnation of some mythical heroes from the past, or at least fragments of their soul are within us.
Don't worry, it doesn't make any sense to us either.
No.
I have a headband of intellect on, and I'm having a hard time understanding.
Well, maybe it'll be easier if you take it off then.
Yanni takes it off, and you see her eyes go cross-eyed for a second. Oh wow!
Now I understand everything.
Oh yeah, sure.
We're trying to figure it out ourselves, and believe
Yeah, it
us,
makes
we've
perfect
had,
sense. You were reincarnated.
except not. It's weird.
Right.
So if strange stuff happens around us, that's why.
Yeah, from what you're saying, do you think it has anything to do with those singularities?
No, but we feel like because of the reincarnated stuff, they're gravitating towards us because thanks, Dad.
I'm gonna put back on intellect as you're talking.
Yeah. All right.
But-
Well, Tulshak, well, give me the necklace then, and I'll attune to it.
All right. I will hand you the fragment of the singularity we got from the Shadowfell.
So, which one? The necklace is the time stop, where you
Yes.
don't know what the repercussion of using it is.
Wasn't that the one that gave you foresight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one I
Don't know
suggest-
what the repercussion of it is. I'm making sure you're all aware of this.
All right.
Okay.
But we have identified it completely, right?
Yes.
And we know there's some kind of downside to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's like you should have it out of anyone in our party, but I trust Bernie to be careful.
I mean, if they're as dangerous as with that's been put out, maybe using them doesn't seem wise. Maybe holding on to them, sure, but not using them. As there's a difference between having the power to do something and using it responsibly, and then sometimes that power, when you think you're using it responsibly, that can get twisted by your perspective on it.
That's why I trust Bernie out of everyone in our family so far, other than Miriam, to wield this power.
And the problem with that statement is that necklace was part of a whole object at one point. And if Trent has his hands on any of them and finds out that that is possible, or is already trying to do that, we might have others with those abilities.
I can
True.
only imagine what would happen with the transmuters.
Right.
But if anything happens, Bernie, or you feel strange or anyway, we'll take care of it. I promise you that. Just you know, out of all of us, that there are unintended consequences of using them. So use your best judgment on when it is needed to do that. And don't go giving it to other people outside the group, please.
Why would I do that?
Just in case.
Well, like I told you, that was officially, well, not officially, but at some point, I do think we will have to relinquish these things to someone with more insight and who are more in a position of being able to safeguard them.
One day. But until that day comes, we'll just do our best.
Right.
The most dangerous ones are currently kept out of people's hands and safe.
Right, sure.
Anyways, I'm going to go to bed so we can head to Phelan tomorrow. As I am quite tired.
All right. Sure.
We got the band back together again. Oh, we're gonna go on some adventures. It's gonna be so much fun. We got new people.
All right.
And with that nice burst of energy, everybody feels substantially more exhausted and goes to sleep.
I talk out, Bunk.
Bugs, there's so bugs. Where'd the bug bed come from? It's just like hammered together real rapidly.
So, now that it's night time, everybody. Morning rolls around. You all wake up.
Go grab those groceries before we leave.
Yeah.
You want to come, Jeffro?
Yeah, just finishing up here, and Jethro's not in his armor. He was doing the morning exercises. He's, like nice and could probably use a shower, but you can see how buff he is for those that didn't see it before.
Shower? What's a shower?
His gluteuses are Maximus.
Hot damn,
Exactly.
Hey, that's someone's husband you're talking about.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Patsy's on her morning jog anyways.
I think Jethro might actually get competitive on the morning jog.
Oh,
You
can go
will
jog
lose.
with her if you want. Like, it would be kind of cool to see this race. She looks fast. She has hooves.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not really fair to make it an athletics check.
No, you can make an
Cons-
athletics check.
It's not even a contest.
Well, so once Jethro sees how bad he's losing, he is going to jump into his like use some magic to assist him. And he's
Okay.
gonna cast this.
Are you fucking kidding? You're wasting a 5th level spell slot.
Warlock.
The thing is that you still probably lose. It's not my job.
Yeah. Adding an extra 60 feet for 1 minute as a bonus action. I don't think
Hey, there was an attempt.
there is an attempt, and it makes it so you can see the finish line when she succeeds.
I think Jethro's going to like once Patry turns around to see like where Jethro's at. Hopefully, he's going to be far enough that he can do the teleport, and he'll end up right behind her. So she looks where is he? Looks forward, and there's Jethro. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good race. Whew,
Ooh,
you almost
nice
beat
job.
me there.
Nice job. Try not to use magic next time, cheater. Like a flash of red in her eyes, and then it's just gone instantly.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
Yanni's just sitting back at the beach like, well, they're gone.
She's like a smoke cloud after them. Just...
Probably sand because it's a beach.
Yeah,
That's
there
all.
you go.
Walk to the market.
All right.
I wanted to, like, as soon as I wake up, just sort of try and do like an insight on myself, I guess, kind of to see if I noticed any sort of differences by being in contact with the time stone. Any sort of weird dreams or stuff like that.
This will be a medicine check.
Oh.
Yes.
You want to wake up your doctor brother to help you with this?
No, this is just something.
And you are
really
attuned to
doing-
it, correct?
I haven't attuned to it yet.
Oh, okay. Roll a medicine check.
14.
Yeah, you don't feel any different. It's
Alright.
probably fine.
All right. Well, give it another shot the morning after, then I suppose. But yeah, that's when that comes around.
Alrighty. Well, then you go to town, you buy some groceries. We're not having another shopping session, so yay! Everyone's back. Woo!
Are there any fun magic items in town?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I just got a lot of money.
Investigation. Oh, wait,
does
no!
she-
War! No, there isn't any magic items in Egodranus right now. There's a war.
Do I see a food place called Frying Pan Caravan?
No, you do not.
Thank God. Okay.
My
Alright,
rivals.
It's one of her rivals.
Miriam, you ready to take us to Felon?
All right. I asked Tosha for the key.
Hand you the house key. Let's go
And
see her home for the
everybody
first time in a
hold
long time.
hands.
And I'll look at Diana Fire before we go. Sorry, we'll take her with us right now.
Thank you. I mean, goodbye. Take care, everyone.
All right, just double checking.
Nice
Everyone's
meeting
here,
you.
Right?
You as well. Thank you for
Yes.
the PB and jams. Right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for hosting us, ma'am. I left some gold on the counter to account for for your patronage.
And for whatever Patry broke.
Sorry for breaking your 7 china vases.
Oh my God.
Target
And we're gone.
And she goes,
You what?
Within 3 words, record time, glazed eyes. Just. And for reference for you, Patry, Diana Fire is a reclusive businesswoman, single, middle-aged, no kids, never had aspirations for them, likes her privacy, likes quiet, likes being alone, likes just contemplation.
Then Patsy
So
shows up at her door one day.
She is the embodiment of an introvert, and you are the embodiment of a soul-sucking extrovert.
In this case,
man,
opposites.
Good, neutral, evil depends on the day.
oh man, she would have hated Lily.
Well, she would have tolerated Lily.
You could say in this case, opposites do not attract.
No. As that introvert, I need no. Mm-mm, too much. Anywho, teleport over to Pheolin. You do have to make them aware that you're using their teleporter.
No, we're going to our house.
Oh, you're doing teleport, not teleportation circle. Oh no, we lost someone.
We lost
Lost
our
that teleporter.
Well,
You got lost.
that's unfortunate for y'all.
You went into another realm.
It's like, oh guys, remember we got
Distance
all
will
whole hand.
teleport.
It's like only he
Well,
teleports
hey,
away.
New Ark was in some error
Actually,
world.
Wait. You have that amulet on when you're teleporting, right, Bernie?
I haven't attuned to it, but I have it on me.
On your person, but not like.
Yeah, on my person. I'm
Yep,
not
so
wearing it
you-
around my neck or anything. I'm just having it like stuffed in
Okay.
my-
Never mind then. We're good. That's fine. Just let me know if anything changes with that. Anyways, you all arrive in Pheolin. Da.
We're at the house I purchased.
Ba. You look around, and the house looks fairly well put together. You have a large china cabinet with some very nice, fine-looking china as well.
I go and immediately stand in front of it with my shield towards Patrick.
Patrick's eyes just look at it like.
There's a lovely hanging couch that is anchored to the ceiling that swings very gently in the middle of the room. You see that a fireplace has been added as well. Your window to this nice little home has drapes that are wide open, and by the looks of it, you have these nice little row of flowers directly in front of the window on the other side that are anchored to the windowsill itself. Looking around, you have a couple of carpets. Place is looking nice.
Love what she's done with the place. Honestly.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh my gosh, you have a hanging couch. Patty just jumps on it.
Wait, no, Patry, that's and then I assume on the swing back you hit Jethro.
That's actually dex save, Jethro.
Okay, I'm probably not near Bernie.
You got a +5 though.
21. It goes flying toward you and like slams into you, but you get pushed back and you realized you were inches away from being slammed into Bernie into the china cabinet.
Dominoes.
Don't worry, Burn. We're gonna guard the china with our life.
That's not that important. I've never seen it before. Anyway,
Actually,
should we
it's quite expensive. You hear from the other room.
right. I didn't talk about the price of it. I was just saying it's not.
Hello, it's so good to see you again.
You as well. She goes over and gives you a hug.
To give her thank you for what you've done with the place. It looks wonderful so far.
Yeah. I figured the fine china would be very important in case you ever have important guests.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. It's just I haven't had time to, build up any sort of emotional connection to it.
Patry jumps down. Hi, I'm Patry. Nice to meet you.
And who is this for ball of energy?
He's a home wrecker.
I'm Patry. Nice to meet you.
Nice
She is
to meet you as well.
one of our traveling companions.
Would you mind introducing me to all your new companions?
Yes, this here is Yanni, this here is Jethro, and of course Patry.
Pleasure to meet you all.
You've of course met Bernie. Wait, have you met Bernie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well, ma'am.
It's nice to meet you.
Very nice china cabinet.
Thank you. I got it on a phenomenal discount.
How are the current funds holding up for more interior decorating? I can provide more if needed.
More would get you more lavished, but I've spread it out pretty well based around different rooms and such.
Of course. Yes, if you could, that would be oh so wonderful. As life as on the road is been chaos lately. Putting it lightly.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Wyatt?
Oh, sorry. I'm typing something out, and I read when I type.
Okay. We know already. So
yeah.
yes, your dining hall, you have, well, dining room, you have a nice table. This table could at most seat 8 people snugly. It's nice. You are fully furnished with all of your bowls and plates for general use. Your bedroom, of course, we added that very nice bed that you had into there. We discovered this new thing that they started making called box springs.
Oh.
Apparently it makes the bed more firm, but you still sink into it. I tested it for you, and it works phenomenally.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely please do keep furnishing it as you're very kind and helping us do all this. And I will hand her a sack with, because I had this money set aside, 100 platinum pieces.
Wonderful. Yoink.
Any interesting news happening in Phelan lately? I heard there was some stuff.
Yeah, apparently there was like an incursion of some type of like Volstrucker?
Right.
And, well, the saviors of Phelan took care of it, though. Believe they killed him. There was a zombie outbreak that he brought with him as well, but they also took care of that. So I think everything's good right now.
All right. Well, that sounds good.
Wonderful.
Huh. Well, guess there's not really much we need to do to stick around here, though. For now, we gotta be on our way.
Oh, where are you guys headed?
We're heading up to Oth.
Oh, Oth is beautiful this time of year.
Any recommendations of things we should see up there? So will be our first time up there.
Yes. There's this wonderful little cove. You can follow a path from the town itself up into the mountains a little bit. And since it's, well, we're nearing summertime, all of the snow at the Alps begin melting a lot. And it creates this waterfall down into the cove that sparkles with gemstone, like, glow. It's beautiful. You have to see it when you're there.
Yeah.
Definitely do that.
Any other things to note? Any particular dangers on the way or something? Or...
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of bandits.
Right.
You'll probably come across some highwaymen as well. There was an individual seen in the Plume Groves riding a giant lizard with a big head and little arms.
Oh, like one of those things, Miriam, that you do? One of those... what do you call it? Tractors? No.
Tractors.
Velocitractors? No.
I think you mean Tyrannosaurus raptors.
Yeah, that could be the one.
But yeah, trackers for
Tyrannical
sure.
lizards. Yeah, that sounds right.
At least they're not as bad as tyrant lizards.
Everyone here with an intelligence score of 16 or higher, you need to give me an int save from this conversation.
What a bad time to be wearing a band of intellect. Okay.
That's a fair.
Who? Tolsha, just a small nosebleed. You're fine. But yeah, some furbolg guy was riding around on it, was seen out there. It hasn't... It ate a few cows, but it... I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Cowabunga.
Something like that.
Well, I guess we'll be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this person hasn't been described as perfectly like
Travel
malevolent or something, or
Oh, no, not malevolent at all.
all right,
I think it might be Blueberry.
Blueberry. No, he's like further up the
He's way west.
I wasn't
Vestawield.
But how many other furbolgs do we know that
truck.
know about
Where did it spread? Spread thanks to Taylor.
your
Spread
unmuted
what? What?
Oh, sorry. I'm rewriting shit for background.
Canonically just writing in the swing.
Yeah, well, what's going on with Yanni over there?
Yes, Yanni's just getting real sad.
Well, maybe Blueberry has some brothers or something. I don't know.
That would not surprise me.
Strawberry?
Yeah, strawberry.
If their name is Strawberry Patry, I owe you a platinum piece.
I'll hold you to that.
I do have to stop by the trading post to see if any of the things we put up sold before we leave.
Oh, right, yeah. Let's just do a quick stop there. Then, before we go.
Yes.
Alrighty. If anything of yours in there has sold, I already notified you about it when it did.
Okay.
I think the sword that I put up for sale hasn't been sold yet, so I'll just retrieve it, actually.
Go for it. Now let's delete that from the market.
All right. I'll just put that in the party loot.
Wasn't the... Didn't we already buy the cocaine from there?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cocaine on that market.
There's a lot of. It's basically a magical drug market now. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, because I see you have that listed on there. It says, so the only thing left there is the blood diamond and the cloak of protection.
I'm guessing not a lot of
There's a
people
new
found
item
this.
there as well. A Mace of Disruption.
Oh, it's not on the seller's items.
Because nobody
Okay.
has checked the trading post until just now.
Okay.
I only update when people check it, so.
Okay. So yeah. Mace of Disruption. Is that an attunement one?
I believe it is.
Oh yeah, you already deleted the post for the greatsword?
Yes, I did. It was a +1.
Yeah, but I don't remember where it was a tuning fork for. If it was Zodiac or Komodo or...
Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, because those have been yeeted around by Casimir.
Okay.
It does require attunement. When you hit a fiend or an undead with this magic weapon, that creature takes an additional 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has 25 hit points or fewer, they must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom save or be destroyed. On a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
It also sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius, dim light for an additional 20.
Okay.
I don't remember that cloak of protection. I think that's the one that I bought, actually. It's in the auction house.
Did you buy it off the auction house, or did you buy it someplace else?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I bought it off the auction house. That's how I got it.
I don't remember you messaging me about that.
Yeah, well, we can look it up later.
Yeah. If you did, then I have to message him that he got that gold.
Yep.
Alrighty. So no to the mace?
No to the mace.
Okay.
All right. Then we will be off to off. if no one else has anything in Phelan.
I mean, I think we should keep shopping. No, I'm kidding.
No. That's 5
Get off
sessions
of
from now.
here.
All right, are you guys going to get yourself a cart, a wagon, horses, what?
I think we'll get some horses.
Alrighty. Standard horses here in Phelan, you're looking at 45 gold a pop.
45 gold. How much is a cart then?
A cart with all of the bit brittle, everything else you need to get your horses connected, or 2 horses connected to it. You are looking at 50 gold. So 2 horses and a cart can pull all of y'all.
Okay, so then that would be a total of 45, 190, 135 gold.
5,
Yeah, I'll pay for that.
I'll just be riding on my Pegasus.
Is there a war horse or a really nice horse there? Like one that just stands out from the rest?
No war horses in Phelan, unfortunately. Not yet.
What about a really nice breed?
Roll me in a nature check.
Nature! We love nature.
Yeah, I could find you a steed tomorrow if you want.
Oh no, I want a real one, not one of these magic ones. Grew up around horses. I love horses. Nature.
Plus
Yanni,
14 to nature.
Yanni is the horse girl.
So, you find one horse amongst the riding horses that they have. Pretty strong, fairly well built. White fur, I guess it is? Yeah. But it has little black spots around its large nose. And it looks pretty well maintained, taken care of, fairly young as well.
Take the Wiccan.
And me as a human being knows nothing about horses. But a riding horse, you're looking at 70 gold.
Yeah, she'll pull out 7 platinum.
70 platinum. Give me the horse.
70 platinum, hits him over the head with it to knock him out, and then take the horses for free.
Is there any food or special saddles, or do you have those horseshoes that make it fly?
No, we don't have things like that here. There's a trading post in the middle of town you can go check out if you're interested.
No, I heard nothing was there other than drugs.
There's a lot of drugs there. Pretty expensive too, if you ask me. Oh, we do have sugar cubes.
Yes.
1 bag of that is going to be a silver.
I need 10. She'll hand him a gold.
He'll hand you 10 bags of sugar cubes. Now, make sure you don't give it too many of them at once or they become fat and lazy. You have to give it to them as a reward or a comforting thing.
Okay, no, don't worry. This will last me a while.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Saddle and everything else, you're looking at 10 gold.
Gotcha. So I'll just minus 8 platinum.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, when Yanni gets back and shows Jethro the sugar cubes, I assume she does, Jethro be like, "Oh, you didn't need to get those. We've got we already got some sugar for the morning coffee. I was looking in the bag for ingredients, and there's a couple bags that says Bernie's special sugar on it. And anyone else who sees this, it's in Lily's handwriting."
You fucker. Okay. Yeah, that. I mean, it's you can never not have enough sugar, I guess.
You can. It's called diabetes.
I see Birdie's face. He's like, no. But let's see how this plays out.
No. That sugar is not. No. It's not sugar.
Well,
Yes, it is, Bernie.
it's labeled as such, though, and actually some really nice handwriting.
Do you taste it?
But that's not my handwriting. Yeah,
Looks a
it's
little
not
grainy.
It looked very much like someone else's handwriting that I know, Miriam.
Do I even need to roll to
No.
recognize my sister's handwriting?
Yes, you know it. You know it.
That Lily did this.
Right. That's drugs.
Oh, that would be bad to give the horse. It would actually make it tired.
No,
What-
no, not
It
these
would
ones.
make it very fast and then
Go,
very
Course,
tired.
go!
Why would you?
Give some to Patry and see what happens. She might break the light barrier or something.
Who's
I
giving
ain't-
drugs
I
to the
ain't-
horse?
I ain't driving your wagon.
I can. I don't want
I
to.
I could just ask the horse to go that way, and they will.
Also, Patry, you're aware of the last time you had the haste spell cast on you? There
Actually,
was
wait.
a small crater.
Wait.
So
Literally,
So-
the haste spell makes her move faster than Mach 2.
it's, in other
broke
words,
the
she
sound
becomes
barrier.
a Dragon Ball Z character.
Just,
Actually-
just explosion where she leaves.
Transmission.
That actually makes me wonder what would happen if we gave her a dose of that and cast the haste spell.
And
Just
give
They
her
don't
two
stack.
level-
They don't stack.
two levels
It's-
of fighter to get action surge as well. Just
I mean, one's a spell, one's drugs.
No, what
No,
you do
they
is
don't
you
stack. Just
give
no.
Patry the boots of speed, and then give her long strider as a buff, and then cast haste.
You were also severely sick and injured from your body not being able to withstand that for a week or so. Remember.
Do you guys like? I gotta stop this now.
That happened at the end of last campaign. She ran, crater appeared underneath her, she disappeared from everybody else's sight, and then she reappeared in the exact same spot about a week later.
She flashed. Right then, off. Everyone into the cart, and I'll ask the horses to head down the path.
I don't know if you need to ask him. I can drive the cart fairly well.
No, I could just ask them. It's literally easy. Just, hey, can you guys head that way?
They just start trotting.
Thank you.
But if you want to actually maintain them the whole time utilizing your skill proficiency, Jethro, you're more than welcome to.
Haha, I will.
Go ahead and roll it.
With,
Land vehicles.
Land vehicles with what attribute?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Let's go. Yeah, there we go.
10.
Roll a 4.
Well, the horses are certainly moving. And now that you've all actually gotten out onto your journey heading over to Oth, we're going to call the session here this week, everybody. Alrighty. We'll be back
But you-
next week.
You don't want to send some like low-level bandits at us so that we can just wipe the floor with them?
Oh, there's multiple things that you guys may or may not engage with on your journey over there. We'll find out next week, though. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a great time. We'll see you next time. Bye.